CJ Stroud was a mess again, but he somehow led the team in rushing with 2 attempts for 25 yards, despite continuously running an unnecessary 10-plus yards in the wrong direction every time he took a sack. Nick Chubb ran the ball 5 times for 16 yards. That's 3.2 yards per carry. Woody Marks ran the ball 10 times for 15 yards. That's 1.5 yards per carry. This is last place team type right here. The run game was hot, liquid, doo-doo butter. The offensive line was completely dominated all game in both run blocking and pass protection. It is very, very hard to win football games in the NFL when your quarterback, who is by and large not considered to be a running QB, leads the team in rushing on 2 attempts for 25 yards. Everything about the ground game made it look like this was a freshman team playing against the varsity. Embarrassing stuff. On 1 sack, CJ Stroud ran like 15 yards backward into his own end zone for what should have been a safety. I still don't understand how it wasn't a safety, but it doesn't even matter. He also committed a fumble that should have led to a defensive touchdown for the Seahawks, but fortunately, they fumbled the ball back to the Texans for a touchback. Oh, and he threw an interception to a guy that was falling to the ground while he himself was being pulled to the ground rather than take another sack. Now, obviously, this game is not all on CJ Stroud because he's playing with an offensive line that was once again utterly outmatched, and his offensive coordinator is in so far over his head that he might be coaching middle school football as his next gig. But CJ was not good. This was among, to me, his worst games as an NFL quarterback. He made bad decisions, he had zero poise, and he simply has to be better. And you can sit there and defend him all you want, pointing the finger elsewhere and holding on to your delusions like a baby does his blankie, but it doesn't change what we saw on the field. It doesn't. Now, I still believe in CJ Stroud. I still believe he has the talent and mentality and drive to succeed as a top 10 quarterback in this league, but when he's up against it like he was last night, he has not been able to overcome the obstacles in his path.